Hello, this is the Web-GIS-Impact platform. It was designed to facilitate automatization of the impact assessment of the monitoring and evaluation process of projects, programs, policies, and strategies at all territorial levels and policy evaluation phases, including ex-ante, midterm, and ex-post, and selected analytical dimensions. Unlike other existing approaches to territorial impact assessment, this platform presents sound and relevant impact scores based on a mix of qualitative and quantitative data. Besides simple impact scores, it also tunes the impact analysis by incorporating elements such as regional sensibility, policy intensity, causality, and counterfactuality. The platform opens with the presentation of examples of impact scores which are available to all interested. For example, the impacts of the EU Interreg-a V program are presented in the EU cross-border NUTS 3 in two analytical dimensions, territorial, capital, and barrier effect. The respective cartography of the impact scores can provide crucial help to EU entities to direct EU investments more efficiently to the territories which require more investments in the reduction of border barriers. And it also helps to identify the NUTS 3, which might require further investment in improving the territorial capital of cross-border EU regions. Another example is the ex-post impacts in the Portuguese mainland NUTS 2 of the Portuguese program financed by EU cohesion policy funding to supporting environmental sustainability process, the PRCUR 2014-2020. Here one can visualize the impacts in 5 analytical dimensions, and it's all overall or average impacts. So these dimensions are economy with low emission, adaptation to climate change, risk prevention and management, environmental protection, and resource efficiency. Two other available impact scores are presenting in the platform based on simulation analysis. Firstly, the impacts of the Lisbon Strategic Urban Development Plan in all the city parishes in the strategy 3 main goals, which are more people, more employment, and more city. Secondly, the simulation of the potential impacts of the Ukrainian war in the Portuguese municipalities is also presented in 4 different dimensions of territorial development: environmental sustainability, territorial governance, social cohesion, and economic competitiveness. In all these scores, there is always this -4 to +4 evaluation scores. So it varies from negative impact scores, very significant negative impacts, to very significant positive impacts. Of course, anyone interested in using the services of this platform will have to create an account using the login, as this user will access the respective policy intervention with no access to other users. The advantage of the user is to access to impact scores at all times in an online platform accessible where the user decides to use it. As you can see here, there is also a statistics menu which incorporates constantly updated statistical data at all territorial levels to facilitate the regional sensibility analysis of a given policy intervention. For example, several aggregated statistical indexes are already presented in the platform for the Portuguese NUTS 3 and the EU NUTS 2, showing territorial cohesion trends, for example here, and also presenting these trends in the main dimensions of territorial cohesion, which includes environmental sustainability, urban polycentricity, socioeconomic cohesion, and territorial governance and cooperation. And you have similar information for the EU NUTS 2, where you have the governance index, an accessibility index, socioeconomic cohesion index, territorial cohesion index, economic competitiveness index, and environmental sustainability index, and also social cohesion index. So in the projects menu, the platform presents crucial data to obtain in an automated manner the scores of the policy intensity evaluation element of all the analyzed analytical dimensions of the selected policy intervention. More particularly, it is already possible to see data of EU cohesion policy post 2007 related to the total investment of this cohesion policy in the units 2 until 2021, and the total investment of the Portuguese 2020 EU cohesion policy framework from 2014 to 2020 in the Portuguese municipalities. For the monitoring of the impacts process, the platform will have constant updated statistical indicators of the contracted policy intervention upon request. Moreover, a menu facilitated input data from interviewers is due to be implemented also. Finally, the platform has other three menus. Already spoken about the login menu, which permits the user to access the contracted intervention, and also it will be used by the administrators to create further intervention fiches. We also have the entities menu, which permits the user to access some useful links related to entities associated with analysis of impact policies. And you have the about menu, which shows the main goals of the platforms and the team responsible for its creation.